I think so. Well, you did.
Well, it was originally a horse racing track. That was quite popular back before my time.
Who really had the idea of converting it to a racetrack? Who originated it?
Elliott Ellis. He was president of the Leon Fire Department at that time. I think the fire company, as I understand it, purchased the property up there and developed the horse track into a racetrack. Sundays.
Sundays?
Yeah. And they would get probably, I don't know how many, but maybe 1,500, 2,000 people there. There was a lot of dust and dirt. It was strictly a dirt track, you know. And I recall trees being back there and the children, you know, the kids watching it would climb a tree for a better vantage.
Young were you when you first decided you wanted to be out on the racetrack?
I probably was 22. I just gotten out of the service, and as that article will say, I felt like the Army told you what to do. I felt like I wanted some freedom, and I thought this would be fun. See, back then, this would give me something to do. I was well acquainted with motorized vehicles because we had them on the farm. Well, he got a little bank because you kept throwing dirt up there. And if you had knobby tires, you had a little advantage over the next guy that maybe didn't have them. And it started out, as the picture out there would indicate, the full-sized automobile. You know, we dragged them out maybe behind somebody's barn or junkyard or something. You could buy them cars then for $25, $30 that would run. They might be banged up, but then later on, we decided if you cut most of the body off, you could get more speed. So we did that. And then we raced them for a while without any roll bars, but after that Joe Ott got killed there, we decided that maybe we should make some kind of a roll bar, which we did. Probably would weld a piece of old wagon wheel or something up there. It was crude, very crude.
So you talked about somebody dying. Did somebody die at this track, or was it?
Oh yes, Joe Ott. I'll show you the guy right here. Right there.
OTT. Okay, OTT.
And the ironic part of that is, if you want to know the ironic part, in July, he signed a waiver that he would not hold the track against any harm, you know, if he had any. In August, he gets killed. And Fred has got a copy of that waiver.
Was it an accident on the track during the race, or was it unrelated?
No, it was during the race. What it did is rolled over and he didn't have no roll bar. I would say one thing that I could remember, but I can't remember who it was, but there was a guy in front of me, and he was going around the corner too fast, so his back wheel gets lifted in the air. He loses all traction, and I go by him. Kind of a false way to pass somebody, but I remember that. I remember the dust. We wore, some of us, I didn't bring one back, but some of us brought back old World War II helmets. My nephew brought back a couple because he was a B-25 pilot. And we put on a pair of goggles, but we didn't probably put anything over our face for the dust and dirt. And we'd come out of there and we'd look totally brown. You know?
Did you have seatbelts? I mean, what did you have? What did you use?
Well, to begin with, these old cars, when they were in one piece, we didn't use anything. But then after we cut them down, and of course Joe Ott's accident, we realized that something should hold us in there. And some of us used, I have heard this, and probably did, old log chains, but I used an old farmer's rope. It became quite an event to come to the Pennyroyal Race Track on a Sunday afternoon. Bill Rexford and Lloyd Moore, and they did. They went on.